Hi, I'm Jack Tadish for ABR Products. You know, one of the important things you have to do when staging a house for sale is make sure all these little details are taken care of. And the thing that we've developed at ABR is a waterless fireplace cleaner. In a moment, we're going to show you how this works. This is a beautiful area. It's called Wakachi Lake. Now, you've gone ahead and you've masked all this off. This is the firebox.
Right.
And the reason you've done that is because, you know what?
You don't want to get the material on anything other than the brick.
Obviously, you've been here a little while taking care of this floor problem too. You put what, cardboard on here? Or?
Yeah, I found that you can use poly or you can use poly sheeting or cardboard, but I found cardboard is quick and easy.
We good already, Tom?
Yeah, I think we're about ready to start.
You're about ready to start rolling it on. Now, I see that you got a little sample here you did? Is this a test sample?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. What we do is we offer the product in a little sample jar for homeowners to try.
That's a good idea. You don't have to buy the whole gallon, in other words. Just
right.
Put the sample on.
And because in some cases, depending on if the firebox had been really burnt severely over time, they want to know this is going to do what they want to do.
Tom, that thing looks really nice. That is beautiful compared to the dark one. So.
Yeah, got most of all that stain out of there. So this will lighten out just a little bit more because the surface is still damp.
Still damp, and we'll get a little lighter. Now, this is actually called Milwaukee Cream City Brick. I think the clay deposits were the only clay deposits in the world was in Milwaukee, and this is a famous brick from Milwaukee, Cream City Brick. We've done a lot of projects on Cream City Brick. Right. And what you pulled off, you can see the dirt.
Yeah.
It came off quite nice. So just now, this particular area is the dirtiest area, obviously, I guess. Where
this in the area is right above the firebox.
Right above the firebox. The rest of this probably come off a lot easier over here. You're cutting it in with a brush, Tom.
Yeah, much easier.
Okay, and
then it can be hard with this semi-smooth surface to get in close with a roller, so we brush everything in that we can reach.
Just do the perimeter and those spots, then you can roll right into that.
Right.
No different than your paint your ceiling.
Exactly.
Same kind of thing. And I see you're putting it on pretty thick. What would you call your mill thickness? I mean, just an estimate, guess.
We try to get around 3/16 of an inch, maybe even up to a quarter in heavy soiled areas. But you want to make sure that you have at least the minimal thickness on there because it becomes really hard to remove if you don't.
Comes off in one sheet, it's thicker,
right. Otherwise
the sheet may break and tear. You have
right.
to take it off in pieces. That makes sense. You see why this is an important issue to get the house all staged. In today's market, things got to look right. People are going to buy a house, they want it to look clean. And knowing this, that this is out there, I'm sure that this is going to catch on a lot more than people know about already, because we're starting to hear a lot of chatter about, can you clean the fireplace before you buy the house? Okay, Tom, we got 6 by 15. So, what, 90?
90 square feet, 90? So you'll need more, you'll probably need about a gallon
and a half?
Yeah, somewhere around in there.
So a gallon and a half, 90 square feet, so a gallon and a half. Then you might have some touch-up for gallon and 2 gallons for sure, probably. Is there touch-up or go over?
Right.
So just using regular rolling pin.
Right, this is a 5/8 inch nap roller.
Just like putting heavy latex paint.
Yeah, it's really, it's thick bodied, so it's heavier than paint. So what you want to do is make sure you get your roller full before you start.
So that's soaking in right now. It's setting up a tooth, a profile, so it has some. It can be pulled off later on. And
right, when it dries.
So, but you've got to put it on thick enough so that it comes off in one sheet, supposedly, right?
Right.
So in other words, you're going to go over it a couple of times, make sure it's thick enough.
Exactly. I want to get a base coat on here.
So that's called your base coat.
And see how much. How deep these mortar joints are as they're affected by the roller, and I might have to come back and touch them up.
Okay, yeah. I see you're scrubbing that one brick that had that looked like aluminum paint on there.
Well, it had something on it, so I thought I'd agitate a little bit to see if it helped loosen it before we cut it.
Looks like it came off.
Yeah, for the most part, it looks like it did.
So then you're gonna have to go over that again with another coat, right?
All right.
Is this what you set out to do in life? You wanted to be it? Was this what your goal was when you were in school? And the teacher said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Fireplace cleaning guy or what?
I said I wanted to be a fireman, but I only made it to a fireplace cleaner.
You wanted to be a fireman. You got to the cleaning part.
See that? I can see the dirt coming up as you do that.
Yeah, it just helps drive it in a little bit, helps loosen it so you can get in there and get it all.
That's pretty neat. Now, if you didn't do that, it would still come off and it wouldn't be quite as clean.
Yeah, this just helps the product along a little bit.
All we got to do now is let it dry. And we are in Waukesha County right now, and I just want to ask Tom, what do you think of the job so far? Is difficulty, is it an average job, or you'd say it's
I think it'd be like an average job.
an average job? Steve, what do you say?
Yeah, I think it's going to be easy to peel, and we're going to see some pretty good results.
So that's what we got to do then, right? Get in the house and peel it off.
Peel it off.
We didn't do that yet, so here we go.
Right there, we'll talk about that few areas now.
So, piece of cake pulling it off. I mean, it's not much of a, not much of a hassle to get it down. So let's get it off of this. That's what I like about it. The ease of taking it off. Now, if we had water in here, what would we be doing, Now, this is easily disposed of, right?
Right.
Throw it in a plastic bag. Look at this, Mike. Obvious. Now this is the area that Tom agitated a little bit more. You can see a lot of the agitation has done, pulled a lot more on. And that's added. Look at that. Whoa, look at that. I guess, now that area you moved a little bit, you scrubbed a little bit. That's the difference with moving it. Moving it really gets you, brings that dirt
It
up.
helps when you have a lot of accumulated dirt.
You can see where the accumulation of dirt was. We moved it a little bit in these areas, particular areas. So your options are to maybe agitate it right away when you're putting it on the first time, or just put it on and then agitate it. If it takes two coats, one of the coats is going to take some agitation, right?
Yes.
So you can go over particular areas that you missed for the second coat and agitate it a bit. But all in all, Cream City Brick, at the time they didn't want it to be all the same color brick. They like different hues, so we're going to get that. I noticed the mortar joints are nice and even, starting to dry out, and it's going to end up a real nice balance with the brick. So it's looking pretty good. I'm sure they're going to be pretty happy with this end result. This area turned out really well, nice and clean. So there's a couple areas that we're going to have to maybe just put a little more product on and move it a little bit, let it dry, and peel it off. Take the areas that are in question that it could have came out a little better. What I'm going to do, I'll just put a coat on these bad areas and scrub it a little bit. After I scrubbed it, I want to put a little thicker film so I can peel it off. In this particular case, I'm just using a spatula to put that continuous film on there. And I've got one up here. Otherwise, it's so thin you won't be able to pull it off. There's a little patina left behind. A lot of people want character. They don't want, and it's up to you guys. You'd have left it alone. Wanted to see if going over this would make a little difference. These are awesome questions, so we'll pull that off later. But all in all, it's pretty good. I'll just say amount of difficulty, not bad, right?
No, I thought it was relatively
Easy enough to roller, the brush, cut into brush. So we're on to a new one, or no more. Maybe no more, right? We'll let the other guys do it.